Well, the Indiana Fever did it again. Yes, another belt against the Connecticut Sun. This is their third straight win, and there were records broken galore. Caitlin hits 5 threes in 11 minutes, so let's just get into it.
There is a very specific type of silence that falls over an opposing arena when a professional basketball team transcends standard offensive execution and enters a state of absolute, unapologetic domination. We are talking about the kind of performance that forces the official scorekeepers to double-check their own mathematics. Welcome back to WNBA Flow, WNBA Flow, WNBA Flow. For the past 2 months, the entire basketball ecosystem has been holding its collective breath, watching the grueling shooting slumps and analyzing the mechanical breakdowns of a rookie carrying the weight of a franchise. But tonight, the Indiana Fever washed all of that history away in a massive 35-point tidal wave. The Indiana Fever did not just defeat the Connecticut Sun, they completely obliterated them, 123 to 88. They dropped a nuclear offensive bomb that fundamentally rewired the landscape of the season, recording a franchise high in total points and shooting an astronomical 61.6% from the field. But the most terrifying takeaway for the rest of the league isn't just the final score. It is the visual, undeniable confirmation that the mid-season break just fixed Caitlin Clark.
So yeah, this game started out with a banger. Caitlin was not messing around. I don't know if this was her personal response to not doing the three-point contest, which I don't even know what's true anymore because ESPN had mentioned that Sabrina Ionescu and Kayla McBride were invited to the three-point contest and declined. Sabrina Ionescu immediately refuted that on social media, and then she made a statement saying she was not invited. And again, I know this video is actually about the Fever game, but it's just kind of weird because
To understand the sheer magnitude of this massacre, we have to talk about the medical reality of what rest produces for a player navigating a grueling professional season. Throughout June and July, the most discussed shooting problem in the WNBA wasn't about broken upper body mechanics. The release looked identical, and the arc was consistent. What was missing was the lift. When your lower body is completely exhausted, your launch angle suffers, and your three-point shot flattens out. But whatever the training staff did behind closed doors over the last week produced a result tonight that weeks of playing through the pain simply could not. Clark stepped onto the hardwood and delivered a flawless, video game-level performance. In exactly 27 minutes of action, she dropped 27 points and dished out 11 assists, operating like an absolute demon in the open floor. The three-point shot that had been questioned for weeks dropped in at a lethal rate as she hit 5 of her 9 attempts from deep. If anyone was wondering if she was frustrated by the highly publicized rumors surrounding the All-Star three-point contest snubs, she delivered her answer by sinking 5 three-pointers in just 11 minutes of gameplay. And she certainly wasn't doing it alone. While the internet spent the last 48 hours furiously speculating about Kelsey Mitchell missing practice and inventing rumors of locker room toxicity, Mitchell simply showed up to the arena and let her game do the talking.
the 5th longest 20-point game streak player in WNBA history with 11 games. And tonight, she also put down 23 points in 26 minutes. She went 9 for 16, 3 for 6, 50% at the 3. She got 4 rebounds, like 5'9" Kelsey Mitchell, or is it 5'8"? I think it's 5'8". And 2 assists. And one of those assists to Michaela Simpson was impressive. Aaliyah Boston also putting down record numbers. According to the Real app, she has the 5th most 25-5 games by a center in WNBA history. Again,
Mitchell poured in 23 points on highly efficient 9 of 16 shooting, securing her 11th consecutive 20-point game. For the first time since the opening stretch of the season, Mitchell and Clark were simultaneously at their absolute best. When both guards are shooting the lights out, no defensive scheme in the world can contain the offense. The Connecticut Sun coaching staff, seemingly terrified of the backcourt, tried to implement drastic measures. Film analysts noted that the Sun defense was aggressively sending 2 defenders directly at Clark, picking her up a full 30 feet from the basket and attempting European-style hedge and recover traps. But when you commit 2 defenders to a trap at half-court, you are leaving the paint entirely unprotected. And this is where the supreme teammate support and chemistry of the Indiana Fever completely shattered the Suns' defensive blueprint. Clark didn't force isolation shots. She flawlessly weaponized the defensive fear to elevate her teammates. While the Sun were busy sending multiple bodies to corral the perimeter, they completely ignored Aaliyah Boston, rolling to the rim.
Caitlin Clark, it was a Fever franchise record. I think it might have been, they were 2 points off from getting the actual record for the most points scored in the WNBA at a half. And according to the Real app, a couple records were broken, including most games with 25 points, 10 assists, and 5 3-pointers made. Caitlin Clark has made 7 of them. The rest of the WNBA in all of its conception and history have made 4.
Boston was nothing short of extraordinary, utilizing the massive spacing to bully her way to 22 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists in just 20 minutes of action. She shot a staggering 71.4% from the field. It begs a serious analytical question. Is a defensive scheme that completely abandons the paint actually a viable strategy? Or is it a sign of pure tactical panic? When your starting point guard drops 27, your shooting guard drops 23, and your center adds 22, the offense becomes an unsolvable mathematical equation. This was a complete roster masterpiece where absolutely everybody eats. Tiasha Harris came off the bench and proved her immense value, dropping 12 points and delivering beautiful dimes to keep the engine humming. Monique Billings provided a massive spark with 12 points and 5 rebounds, showcasing elite hands in the interior. Lexi Hull stepped up with 8 points, hitting timely shots and capitalizing on perfectly placed assists. The ball movement was spectacular, resulting in 29 total team assists. However, the sheer dominance of the performance inevitably led to boiling frustrations from the opposition. As the blowout escalated, the physicality naturally increased, culminating in one of the most debated technical fouls of the entire season.
Sanaya and Caitlin, they were going at it a little bit all game, getting a little bit chippy. Apparently Sanaya Rivers was saying, yeah, I'm locking you up. And Caitlin just goes, go ahead and look up at the scoreboard. I mean, here's what she said about it.
Like, she said she was locking me up, so I said scoreboard. And the ref didn't like that, but I mean,
what quarter was this?
it was in the third.
Oh.
Yeah,
We got subbed in right after that.
It's not funny, Kelsey.
No, it's not.
I'm never gonna back down. And
Throughout the game, Clark and Sun guard Sanaya Rivers were locked in a highly competitive matchup. Rivers, trying to establish her defensive presence, started aggressively talking trash, confidently stating that she was locking Clark up. Clark, who had already orchestrated a massive 30-point lead, simply looked back at Rivers, gestured toward the arena rafters, and delivered a devastating 2-word response: scoreboard. The referee immediately blew the whistle and assessed Clark with her 7th technical foul of the season. It was an absolutely astonishing decision that has left analysts asking, are the officiating crews attempting to police the basic competitive banter of the sport completely out of existence? Earning a technical foul and moving dangerously close to a league suspension for pointing at a scoreboard during a blowout is universally viewed as an overly sensitive application of the rules, but not even a questionable whistle could derail the momentum of this historic night. The Indiana Fever put up an astonishing 70 points in the first half alone, essentially running the Connecticut defense right out of the building. They proved that they have evolved from a team that simply plays fast to a team that possesses the elite half-court chemistry required to systematically dissect traps and double teams. The heavy psychological weight of the first half of the season has been entirely washed away. The Indiana Fever are officially rolling, and they have unlocked an offensive ceiling that no other team in the association can currently match. The three-point shot is back. The elite court vision is back. The explosive burst is back. Every single team in this league just watched 123 points go up on the scoreboard, and the rest of the association is officially on notice. Keep your eyes glued to the screen, because the second half of this season is going to be an absolute movie.